Lightroom bangers. We're back for an episode of Lightroom with Friends. If you've never seen this before, the way this works is we have 15 minutes to edit one photo together. I have 1 minute to make any adjustments. Rich has 1 minute to make any adjustments, and we go back and forth until we're complete. Now, once someone touches an adjustment, you can't touch it again. I'm actually gonna cut back to when we took this photo to show you some of the behind the scenes of, how we do things in action. The photo that we're gonna edit, we actually just shot right here. I was standing where Rich is. Now the reason it looks good is because the lighting was hitting kind of this spot. It's changed a little bit, but with the background, the background way over there, and what lens were you shooting it on?
Always the 135.
135? So like stop down so that we have all of that shallow depth of field, isolate the subject, and it just looks awesome. So look for those things, like look for that depth in your image, look for the color contrast. Like I'm wearing black on an orange background, so when we edit this up, it's gonna look really good. You get 3 seconds. You get to start.
I say, okay. All right, so we got a minute right now.
Yep, anything you want.
I think I'm just gonna do one little thing. I'm gonna just mess with the exposure. I'm gonna put up a bit more, and then we're gonna bring things down, I'm guessing, right? So let's just bring it up a little bit. So there you go. I'm just gonna do that right off the bat.
Nothing else?
Yep.
No shadows, no highlights?
Well, I thought it was just one thing at a time.
Well, you can touch as many things you want in the 1 minute.
All that pressure. Let me just mess with the blacks.
Just a fine adjustment of the blacks.
Yes, yeah, that's really it.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at it for a second, appreciate what my work was.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna draw up the highlights just a bit to bring some cloud detail. Maybe just a tweak. That's it. That's it for there. I'm gonna go to the white balance now because that's something I like to get right. But if I just don't look at the number and I go, what looks good? Probably there, what's that? 6,300, just like a minor tweak. Tint, honestly, the camera usually does a really good job of getting it right. Now, raw files tend to be a little bit desaturated, just a tiny little bit of extra saturation.
Perfect timing.
There you go.
All right, I like your adjustments. I'm kind of glad you messed with the white balance. I think I'm gonna take more time just to talk about what you did than what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go just straight to color. And I just want to see how much of this orange we bring back. It really doesn't make a huge difference. I'm gonna just still put up a little bit, but I'm gonna see what this, it's gonna be more yellowy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll do that, but maybe I'll come back to something else,
So the way this works now is the saturation we cannot adjust. But if I wanted to, I could go into hue, because we haven't touched hue. So I'm actually gonna take some of the greens, maybe. Just, it's kind of the effect of desaturating, but it's basically turning them more orange. See the yellows? No, not that way. No, that looks like Cheetos.
Yeah.
No Cheetos. Just, maybe just a little bit. Reds, do we have any reds? In my lips. Yeah, that's the one you gotta be careful of.
Yeah.
Maybe just a negative, just to make them a little bit more voluptuous. Orange? Oh my gosh. No, Oompa Loompa. I don't know, I'm just guessing here.
Yeah, keep messing with
I'm just guessing purple. All right.
I'm glad you messed with the hues because honestly, I didn't want to make that decision.
It's a very important decision to make.
Yeah, but I think I do want to add a little bit just to bring back some of that. I like adding more color, but
a little bit of color is nice.
Always like to do this. I'm just gonna do it with my time.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little sharpening and mask down. That's it.
Bang that out at the last second there. Yeah. I'm gonna go to our tone curve. I'm gonna go to right here. We're just gonna try, do we want a little bit more brighter? Do we want a little bit darker? This is where it can get really powerful. We can start to create a lot of contrast. What?
I think all those little adjustments that we just made right now completely just got
destroyed
with this. I don't mind this contrast look. I like a bit dreamier, I won't lie. Just a little bit.
You like it a bit dreamier?
Yeah, but the lens already does it.
Like that, maybe? A little bit flat? Should we bring up this? Oh. Holy.
We have to just accept our fate.
That's it. This is part of the challenge of you just go with it.
Again, see, I would even mess around with the clarity. Now that we did that kind of adjustment, I would never do anything with this.
No.
I think I'm just gonna bring it back a little bit, just to make it look a little softer.
Yeah.
Because we've been up here, we haven't been shaving or anything. You still have your stubble. Maybe that kind of got rid of a little bit of that.
Maybe.
No. did not fix your face. I did not touch the radius. Let me just do that. And I'll just do it just for the hell of it.
Why not?
Okay.
Click it on.
There.
Go. Oh, 5 seconds.
Oh, see, I'm ahead of time.
All right.
To do good.
Okay, I'm doing something now that I would normally do at the beginning, which is just masking. I'm going to maybe bump the shadows just a little bit. Maybe bring those highlights down. You can see on the lens there, it's bringing some of those down just a little. Blacks, maybe just a little bit more contrast, a little bit more punch. I don't know. Rich is kind of like not sure about it. Maybe just a little bit.
I just had a funny joke. I can't say it.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Darken that. I'm gonna do a radio gradient here because I think this is too distracting.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go down to clarity. Just see how we can go the opposite. Then we can drop it. Texture, drop it. All right. I got 2 masks.
I will wait on the mask just because I got something last minute that you might like to do. But I don't think we're gonna mess around with the greens and the reds really.
Okay.
Because that made a huge change in just the green. We don't really want that. But I was trying to make things less blue because obviously my camera's a little more blue. I'm just gonna move this a little bit more.
Interesting. More yellows in the shadows.
Yeah.
I think I'm noticing that in the bottom left and right corner.
I got something next, but
Okay. No, we didn't touch luminance. Maybe I'll try it really quick. Let's see. Maybe drop that a tad. Just, brings out a little bit more saturation orange. See, this is where you gotta be careful because it affects the skin tones and the background. We're just gonna leave it greens. Oh, just give maybe a little bit more of a highlight there. Blues, this might adjust the sky. So this is where, again, you could come back and be like, well, I want more contrast in those areas. Do I have time for another mask? Radio gradient. Up here. Dehaze. Nope, wrong way. All right. That was very random.
I was actually gonna do my mask now because I'm running out of ideas. I wanted to see what is it really gonna take with the sky. I'm gonna make a big change of anything, not too crazy.
Go for it.
But you were really dehazing it. I would never dehaze this. I feel like it's gonna take way too much away. I do want more details in the sky, but I don't want to just crush everything with like my highlights, but what that does.
The challenge I'm finding with this photo is that it's a good photo to begin with. You don't really need to do a lot.
I'm gonna do a little bit though anyways, and let's just see.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
It's a way to bring it back, but it's funny, I'm lowering contrast, but
And it's giving you the effect you want.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go down to color grading.
Yep.
And this is where like, ooh, you want it to be contrast, you want it to be flat. Like you could do that flat look. That's my midtones. Drop the highlights. If you want more contrast, I'm gonna just leave it. Go back to the blacks. I don't want to undo the work that we did on the blacks. But
I tried to save them.
yeah, you tried to save them, but you can see like you could make the shadows more blue or more, maybe like a tinge of orange. Tinge of orange yellow. Highlights, maybe more blue, so we get that in the sky. We're really doing this two-tone inverted thing, And then maybe, how much time do I have? 3 seconds? Whatever. I may have ruined it.
That last adjustment, I don't like.
I think
I'm gonna try to figure out how to undo that now.
So you can do create new and do people, and then do like face skin or body skin or whatever it is.
We need to fix
People. So Rich is now fixing the mistake that I made because I think I made the skin tones too orange. It's hard to tell because we have the sun beating down on us, the sunrise behind us, and it's kind of hitting the screen. It's hard to tell. Oh boy. Oh boy.
You know what? Don't worry. That's it.
A little tinge of magenta to fix it. I'm gonna desaturate like this. Go like this. Watch this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go plus exposure. Wait, subtract, person, subtract. So watch this. Now we have
I agree. Keep going.
a little bit of a glowing effect, and we could even do a negative dehaze. I don't know. Maybe this is looking a little bit too crunchy. Okay.
We did good.
We're not.
No, I agree. What you just did looked really good.
I feel like we need to just desaturate the whole thing just a little. I think this is the last adjustment. So you could do a whole linear gradient and just desaturate the whole thing.
Maybe just a little bit, but we're gonna see. Honestly, I think we did good by just that.
Yeah, just a little bit of a desaturation on it. Oh, there you go. That may have done something.
It just makes it less crunchy.
All right, last adjustment, I'll give it to you. Do we need to crop it?
Well, it matters what we're using it for, honestly. If it's gonna be 4x5 for Instagram, okay, obviously. But I kind of like it because it shows them peaks.
You got
right?
everything.
This one peak over on the right-hand
Yeah.
side and this left, whatever it is.
The one we were supposed to climb up?
Yes,
over
sadly.
there.
So leave it.
But that's the photo. I think it turned out really well. If you want to see more videos like this, more videos with Rich, more videos from this trip, I'll put a playlist somewhere on the screen so you can check it out. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, go shoot photos.